I don't care if it's a big or small lot, as long as it's a big lot, it's a big lot. Because I don't care about the lot. Okay. Today's market is like a sideway, right? Let's take a look at M15 or M5. Let's see the market a bit. Okay, the market is like this. This one is okay, right? Which one? This one. Which one? Try to pull it first. Which one? This one, right? Is it okay? 1.1, 1.2, where is it? Breakout 1, 2, 3. Okay, hold on. It means you want to buy, right? Yes, buy. Okay, if you want to buy this one right now, it's here. It's here. Okay, if you want to buy, you can, but it has to be here. It should be here. It has to be here. But it didn't hit. I pulled it, but it didn't hit. This type C. This type C. My real trend line is pressed. Because this type C, we have a second entry. Let's say there's an entry here, right? Okay, then I get type C up here. Okay, this type C, this one is just pressed. As long as this one doesn't have an entry, it's just pressed. It's not pressing, it's already there. The setup tells me, okay, this one wants to walk, right? Okay, just let it be. Just let it be sideways or whatever. Because this type C, it does give money. It does give money, but at least this type C, it has to have the one that covers our float, which is what Hafiz has now. Here, right? But the bottom one is even better. I have it down here. But I waited for the type C earlier here. The bottom one has an entry, but it's already profited. Oh, it's already profited. This is the second entry. Okay, it's going down. S1, right? Yes, because of that zone. This is zone S1. This is zone M50. S1. Okay, it's getting closer. S1, it's not there yet. It's there, that engraving. The one I pulled earlier? Yes. Isn't that it? Is it? No, it's not. Oh, it's already down. Oh, it's already down. Yes, it's too late. I pressed earlier. It's only a decade. I actually waited for it to go up by a decade. Hey, there's news, right? That's why it's there. This news is not strong. Orange news, yellow news, ordinary news, right? Okay, let Hafiz open H4. After that, pull it back again. Pull it back. Pull it back. Okay, look for H4 on the sideway. The old sideway. Okay, stop, just now. And a little to the right. Okay, near here. Okay, near here. Okay, now we want to do a live webcast. Okay, first time Hafiz pulls type 1. Basic or divergent. It doesn't matter which one. Type 1. It's okay, type 1 is this one. This is the usual one. Look for the lowest entry. The distance is more or less the same. There's a lot here. Near here there is. Near here there is. Here there is. Just pull it. Bite or sell, just pull it. Just pull this sell. Okay, pull the other train, right? It has to be a little beautiful. Like this point 1, put it right on top of his candle. Put it on top of the bullish candle. Point 2 also has to be put on top of it. Put it on top of it. Let's get the line. Put the third one. The third one, not the middle one. Right. Right. The left candle. The bullish candle. The bullish candle on the left. The one next to it. This one. This one, put it here. This one, put it here. This is the third one. Who pressed it? This one is supposed to be here. He has given the money, but he went up again. He took SL or BEO. Okay, type 1 is done. Type 2, type 2, type 2. It's okay, just let it be, just let it be, just let it be. Okay, let's do it again. Type 2. Okay, just put it here. Pull it first. Which candle? If it's at support, which candle? Support, bullish candle. Not the red candle. The point 2. The point 2 is next to it. That's it. Open the line chart, see if it's correct. Like that. Okay, then click. It hasn't arrived yet. Okay, this is not a setup. Okay, let's do it again. Just pull it. I'll tell you if it's there. Pull it there. To the left. Pull. The difficult one. Type 7. Type 7. Wait, it's hard to get 411. Type 2. What are you looking for? I'm just looking for it. What is it? It's noisy. It's okay. It's okay. That's it. That's it. But I don't like to use this kind of blackout. Wait. Like this. Like now. One here, one here. I don't like it. But I just use it. I don't use other candles. I need support. I like to use this type 2, like this. This. It's broken. It's not a structure reversal. This is the best. To use type 2. Like yesterday. Pull it. Yesterday. Like this. Put it on top, like this. If you put it on top, put it here. Put it on top. If you put it here, we have an empty cup. Put it here. Yes, put it there. Here. Continue. We need to ignore the middle point, okay? Stop. Ignore the middle point. It's okay. This is not right. My broker is right. The middle point is not right. Jarbus is right? Yes. Okay. If we use this, the angle is wrong. The entry is wrong. If we put it right, it will go in a little. The entry is lower. It's not on top. It's okay. But, like I said, as long as it's not touch, don't entry. If it's on top, it will pull us forward. We might miss the setup, but if it's touched, we will entry. It doesn't matter if it's touched. It will go up like this. It's okay. But I don't want to go up. but I will entry here. Below. Let it go first. Let it go first. As long as it doesn't go, it's not a setup. It's not our setup. Okay, this has support with the angle field that I pulled yesterday. Like this. So, with this timeline, it's okay. But yesterday, I set the byte here. Here. So, I layer it. 40px. So, I pull it here. In 40px. I want to make sure that it doesn't break from this zone. If it breaks, I cut yesterday, but it didn't break. It touched, then it moved. That's what I replied to Afris. I said, thank you. Okay. Okay. Type 2 is done. Type 4. Where is type 5? Type 5. QM. QM. I'm trying to find it. I want a lot near M5. Near M5. Near M5. It said X1 up. Yesterday. M5. Wait. A bit more. A bit more. That's it. That's it. Put point 2 there. Put point 2 there. Put it there. Like that. Nice. QM. Why? It didn't touch. It touched a bit. It touched. I want to know if it's sharp or not. Do a backtest at trading you. At trading you. It's really sharp. It's not all pairs. There are pairs that can be used and pairs that can't for entry. Type 5 is done. Type 6. Type 6. Where is it? Okay, the first point. Then the second point. Then the third point. Again. Zoom. Zoom here. Wait. It's not there. It's not there. Where is it? Wait. It's not there. Zoom in again. Zoom in again. Okay. It's not there. Use it. Use it. 1. It's not there. Okay. Okay, you can use this. I'll explain this. There are 3 things. There are 3 things. First, the setup is valid. There are three things. There are three ways to close it. First, it's valid. Second, it's a special case. Third, it fails. There are three things. We need to know if it's going to fail or not. This is a special case. We need to stop the layer. There are rules, but each of you need to follow the rules. But that's my rule. Today's class. Okay. Type C. It's the same. Stop. Wait. It's not pretty. This is point 1. It's like this. It goes down. This is point 1. This is point 2. It comes again. This is our entry. Type C. It's in the middle. Sideways like this. It's like this. It goes down. It comes back. It's not pretty. It's sideways. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's broken. It's broken. Start from here. Support. Yes. To the left. To the left. Okay. Okay. For this one. Where is our entry? There are many, right? Where is our first entry? Where? Which candle? The green one. No. It's making a structure. It's going up. It can't enter yet. Where is it? The red one. The one next to it. The red one. This is our entry here. If you open another one, it's like this. Like this. Try to open it like this. Can you see it? Like this. But if we're at candlestick, we can't feel it. This is type C. But we don't want type C. We want type C like this. But this is a very long sideway. Type C is usually found in the middle. Or it's already made a reversal. It's already made a reversal. Then when it goes down, there. Because the type C that goes down is already in the angle field, it won't go down. That's why it wants to go far. Type C, type 7, type 7. Type 7 is like this. It's already in the reversal. It's already in the reversal. It's already in the pattern like this. It's already here. It's here. This is point 1. Point 2 is down here. That's better. Point 2 is at the bottom. It's okay. Where is entry? Where is entry? On the right. Here, here. Is that right? That's right. This is the third line. Is there a fourth line? The fourth line hasn't arrived yet. No, we have to make sure. Point 1 and point 2. If there is a shadow between 1 and 2, it's okay. Shadow. But the second and third have to be clean. There is nothing left. Like this, it's not clean. This is the third line here. This is our entry. This is our entry. Our entry is here. It's like this. It's like this. I have a problem. It's like this. 1, 2, 3. Now here is 1. Here is 2. Who is this? Point 2. If we pull the first one, before it happens, it's not there. It becomes type C. It becomes. It should be like this. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. 1, 2, support. It should be like this. We want to buy here. When type C fails, it becomes type C. It becomes like this. It goes up, it goes down. This candle breaks. It breaks. It breaks the timeline, right? It breaks. It breaks back. It enters this timeline. It's wrong here, because this is a type 7 setup. Type 7 can counter back in time quickly. But if we open it at the lower time frame, we won't see anything. But between point 2 and point 3, there are many shares. Where? There. Here? Here? Okay. What's the timeline of all these shares? What's the timeline of all these shares? All these shares we enter the type C timeline. It's all type C. The candle I said it breaks, right? So when it breaks, it becomes type 7. So it's okay if there are many points. Between point 2 and point 3, it's the same as type 1. Type 1 is like this, right? We want to enter here. For example, we get point 1. Point 2, point 3, right. Okay, 3 is used. We already have these 3. Shadow. Before it goes down, it gives a shadow like this. Okay, type 1 is used. Then it breaks. Then we use type 2. Type 2 is used like this. Type 2 is used. 1 was here, right? So type 2 is changed. 1 is here. 2 are here. So we wait for the price to come. Then we enter the price here. Oh, we have to change it back. We can't stay in the same place. Because we have used it, the 3 is used. So it's the same. There is a shadow here too, but this shadow is for type 1 that we used earlier. It's the same as this. We use it for type 6. So when type 6 is finished, it breaks. It becomes type 7. Okay, so when type 7 is used, it comes back again. There is no more. This is the 4th, okay? Understand? Okay, let's go. Thank you, Hafiz. Hold on. I want to stop for a while. There is a privacy issue. Hold on. Okay. The sound is too loud. Thank you. Can you start? Yes. Okay. Multiple time frame. I hope my pen is not broken. It was like a problem earlier. Okay. Multiple. Hold on. Time frame. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Time frame. Okay. Multiple time frame. We have to remember one thing. Okay? In something, there is. Something, there is. Something, there is. I mean here. What do we trade? What do we see in the chart? Yes? Hold on. What do we see in the daily chart? Candlestick. Toothpaste. What else? Box. Price. Time. Whatever is in the chart. In everything, there must be something. This is what it means. In something, there is something. Whatever it is. In trading. How does it exist? It exists because we have multiple time frame. From monthly to M1. This is what makes it exist. In something, there is something. Okay. For example, there is. Oh no. Hold on. God willing. Okay. For example, in the chart, it is like this. Price is here. Here is time, right? Time. Sorry, my pen is like this. How much is this? Price, time. So this is the chart. This is the chart. Okay, in this chart, there must be something else. Okay. In daily, there is H4. In H4, there is H1. That is what it means. In something, there is something. It is the same with S and R. S and R. In S and R. There is. S and R. It is the same. In English. In time. There is time. In something. There is something. Okay. Like I said, every time you want to enter, you have to look at 2 time frames. You cannot look at just one. In one time frame, there must be another time frame. There must be something else. So we cannot rely on just one thing. Okay, we have to find the setup. H1, entry to H1 for TP, right? Entry, TP. The setup is like this, but at least we have to look at another time frame because we want to look at something. What is it? Is it the same? Or is it different? That is the meaning of multiple time frames that we use. Okay. This is candle. Candle bullish. Candle bearish. Candle bullish. Candle bearish. Okay, what is the difference between the two? Who answered? What is the difference between the first and the second? The first is bear. The second is bull. The first is bear. The second is bull. Okay, the other one. Who answered? Is there a difference? Or is it the same? It's the same. The first one. The MTF is the same. The second one at low TF, there is something. Against the direction. Okay, we said these two are the same time frame. Okay, this is an example of daily. What is the difference? What is the difference? The first one, the buyer is not there. The second one, there is a buyer. I don't know. Okay. Talk to your wife. Okay. The answer is, there is no difference. There is no difference. Are you talking on the phone? Bro. Are you done talking? Okay. Okay, there is no difference. Remember, because I learned from SNR this year. SNR. Okay, it's the same pattern. Both are. Breakout. Okay. Breakout, but this one is closed up. That's the only difference, but both of them. Break the price. Both of them break the price. Okay. After that, where is it? Where is the term? Fake breakout? None. None, right? So, the shadow is also called breakout. But these two things look the same. Okay, the other thing is, it's in here. Okay, in daily, we see the candle like this, but in H4. It might do the same thing. This is also the same thing, for example. Okay, but when it's in the daily candle, it's just like this. One, it's closed like this. One, it's closed like this. But the way it moves, it's the same. There's a breakout, there's a pullback, there's an entry. Okay, that's why I said every time there's an entry, there must be a pullback. So both of these are breakout. Breakout. Okay. Remember that. This candle. Only. In one. Time frame. Okay. So how do we identify the clear breakout or the clear structure for us to see whether we want to sell or we want to buy? Okay, all of our entries. First of all, before we draw the deadline, before we want to draw the XLR, there must be a breakout. But how to identify a clear breakout? Okay, it's not all breakouts that we mark and we enter. Not all setups will give us money. Okay, the setup can be like this. We mark it. There are enough conditions. 1, 2, break. Then it comes. Then we enter. We enter and we put the TP at the bottom. Okay, but the setup is like this. Suddenly, it goes up. Why? Then another one. It goes down. Down. Then it goes up. We mark it. Okay, mark it. Break 1, break 2. Then it goes up. Then the setup goes down. Okay, why? Why is there a setup when there are enough conditions, but it still breaks? Why? Okay, so the answer is multi-time frame. Okay, it can't trade with just one time frame. It can't. I don't agree, because every time I enter, I will see 2 time frames at least. Okay. So, today, we learn first. We precise. Precise. SNR. Using ngraph or ngraph field. Okay. high time frame. In chat. H4 at the top. But for us to trade in, long term or short term, we take H4 daily and weekly. Okay. Monthly is lower time frame. H1, M30, and M15. Okay. M5 and M1. It can trade with M1 and M5. Okay. But to trade with M5, it is true that people say there is no setup. Look at all of these. There is no setup. But we want to enter. It's like people say there is no pressure. There is no pressure. Okay. Instead of playing with pressure, it's better to find a setup near M5 or M1 if you want to press too much, or you open the chat in the morning. Just wait in front of the chat. It's been an hour or two. There is no setup. So open these two. Okay, you can see the breakout, pullback, and entry. But M5 and M1 use S and R. No need to use 10i, just use S and R. The more S and R, the more entry. Because even if we enter M5, there is not much risk. If we are at the top, there is no risk. Okay. So if you want to use M5, use it when you feel like you want to press too much, you feel like you want money, you want it fast, then open M5. Okay. So the condition, to be precise, maximum 3 time only. Okay. Maximum. Minimum 2 times. Okay. If like me, I'm more than 2 times only. These 3 times I'm not diligent to see because I use 2 time frames a lot. You can use 3 time frames, but it's like starting from weekly. Set up at weekly, right? But we want to enter at H4, so change it to 3. Okay. But if from H1, open M30, we get a beautiful zone. It's not good to open M15. Okay. Maximum 3 times. For example, from weekly to daily to H4. From daily to H4 only. Both are okay, no problem. Okay. So this precise. Remember from the first series that I said, in something there is something. So this SNR, we mark it using engulf. SNR is engulf. SNR is engulf. So in engulf. There is engulf. There's engulf. Okay. So the way to mark it. To be precise. Okay, let's say we start from weekly. Let's open the chart. Okay. Okay, let's say we start from here. Okay. Okay. We start from weekly. Okay, so from weekly, we go to daily. For every marking, there must be is at the back. There is no need to change it. One thing that does not need to be changed is, okay, we know that this is weekly. Okay, so to be precise, it must be in this too for daily. Okay, so for H4, it must be in daily. Okay, for example, now we get weekly. So now we go to daily. What we see in daily is this one. Weekly, weekly. Okay. 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 So, the more you take this one, don't take this one, take this one. Because this is the freshest, we don't have to put it in yet. If we mark it here, like this, it's already fresh. That's also a point of breakout. That's right, because there's a reason for the breakout. Okay. So, just take this one. Take it. Okay. Why did you do that? Huh? This is yours? Didn't you break that? The ESL one. This is the breakout below. Oh, that's the dribble. Yeah. Sorry. Don't be mad at me. Yeah. Okay, this is Delhi, right? It's okay. This is Delhi. Okay. 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 Okay, that's what you do. Well, you don't break. Okay. I'm okay. I need to buy. Okay. Okay, I'll take this one. Can I tell you? Oh. So, if we take this, we already seen to. Oh, did you do this? Not from the weekly. Then we have reduced it to daily. Then when it's H1, it's out of daily. It can't be. Our SOP has become different. Our SOP has been broken. It's out, right. So I took this one. This is what I taught about dominant angle. Dominant angle. I took it when it was stuck like this. I can't take this one. I'll take the one below. Okay, then I also pulled. Okay, now we have 3 zones, weekly, daily, and H4. Okay, now here everything is quite clear. There is a backup. Okay, now we know that next to this earlier, there is a plus that has entered. Okay, now we try to guess the price, whether it enters the weekly from here, or it enters the daily, it goes down, or it enters the H4, then it goes down. Guess how? Guess where it enters this zone? at H4. Yes, confirm. Because H4 is power, H4 always gives money, right? Yes, but it gives money but in a long time. Sometimes it takes 8 hours. It will have a big candle. Okay, let's see where it goes. Does it enter? Okay, daily. This is daily. Okay, I said the maximum is 3 times, right? But I said I always do 2 only, because I don't want to see up to 3. I don't want to see it. It's like it's not tight, so when it reaches 3, it's like this. Here there is weekly, here there is daily, here there is H4, so it's like where do I want to enter, understand? But if it's big, it's the daily zone, right? Yes, look for the trend line. Look for the trend line that is here on the sideway. Look for the trend line. We know that we want to sell here, so when we want to sell, look for the trend line inside. Don't pull it from behind, just pull it here. So what makes it more cost effective is the trend line, right? If you want to enter, use the trend line, don't use H4, I mean daily trend line or H4. I'll tell you in a minute near the trend line. Okay, to use this entry trend line, let's say because this is a setup from the weekly earlier, right? So when you set up from the weekly, the best thing is the same time frame to get confluence. Okay, let's say we get the weekly setup, then the trend line is also near the weekly. This is the best. But when it's not there, then we use another time frame. Then we go to the daily, look for the trend line. If it's not there, then H4. Okay, but if it's weekly, if you look for the trend line using M15, it's hard to get. It's hard to get, but you can get it. But because it's a weekly setup, it will go further. But when we enter a small traffic trend line, when we enter a trend line near a small traffic, we expect the price to go close. It doesn't go far, but actually, this is a weekly setup, so don't use it early. If it doesn't reach the support, just let it reach the bottom. Okay, so precise is best 3 times. But as I said, doing it 2 times is better. It doesn't have to be 3. So it's the same as this. Look at this. Pull this. This is near H4, right? Near H4, pull it like this. It didn't reach. Okay, each one is near here. This is H1. It's enough. M3 is near H1. Don't go to M2T. You can if you want to make it smaller, but GC Cool is afraid it won't go in. Not all pluses will take our smallest zone. Okay, so 2 is enough. Like this is H4, this is H1, so enter near H1. Okay, this is our entry here. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's how we want to mark our SNR. Because I believe many have studied precise. But if I have precise, every time I want precise, there must be an AXL at the back. Okay. Just use the black and white chart. Okay, precise 3 times. Okay, then. I've told you what you asked. Okay, this is Delhi. H4. There are 2 time frames near Delhi. H4. Delhi. H4 like this. Delhi like this. H4 like this. Okay, which one is the best to enter? Which pattern? The same or the other? The same. This one is different. The same. This one is the same. Same structure. Okay, so take the same one. This is the lowest for us to enter. Okay, I don't want to talk about this one. Because if we go up here, we can go up here. Sometimes only the shadow goes up. It can only go up, because this is the highest. Okay, for those who are far away. Okay, but take the best one. The same chart. This one. When we mark the same zone like this, there is a zone near Delhi and H4. There is a zone. Okay. Train line. I've settled. Train line. Train line is a bit long. I'll explain in detail. Train line multi-time frame. Because this is where we want to enter. So when we want to enter, we have to monitor 100%. Okay. The first time is the train line case. The rules of the train line case. Okay, this train line case wants to use a multi-time frame. Maximum 2 time frames. Okay. For example, it's like this. This is H4. Okay, H4 has confluence with SNR. Then there is a train line. Train line is also a train line. H4. Okay, after that, we also want to find the train line case. But at H4, it's not there anymore. Pull there, pull here, pull there, pull here. Can't find it. Okay, when we can't find it, when we get to H4, we know that the confluence is here. We want to enter. Send. Okay, but to get the X, open the time frame below it. H1. Just look for anything that the train line is here. Until there is this case, then we can confidently enter. Okay, he doesn't necessarily use the same time frame. To get the case, he can go down 1 time frame. Okay, don't get to M30, which is no longer possible. H4 to H1, if it's H1 with M30 only. Can't get to 3. Okay, but the best thing is the same time frame. To get the case. Okay. When you want to go down to another time frame to get the case. It is crucial for our confidence that we want to enter. Okay, so the way he wants to use it, like this, wait. Okay, in the chart. Want to fly up or down? Okay. Fly up first, up, or down again? Okay, let it be. Okay. Okay. Here. Just now I wanted to ask, where is the last state? Wait. Here. So cool. I want to fly up like this. Let's look at the other chart. Say, like this. 1, 2, 3, type 1. I want to fly up like that. This is M15. This is S4. Okay. It's there, but it's small. So this is 1, this is 2. Okay, the top one is the first one. This is type 5. This is H4. This is type 1, H1. Okay, to get this entry, we enter this one. Okay. We first need to pull to H4. Okay, when you pull to H4, don't change the timeline, just let it split. It's split, can you see? It's not on the scale, because this is H4. So just let it be. So when you open H1, then you pull the sharp. Okay, it's here. So we get the exit here. This is what we use. 2 time frames to get the keys. Okay, so when we open H4 again, the timeline is still there. Don't change it. It's type 5, right? But in H4 we see the timeline. H1 is like this. This is H1, and this is H4 type 5. Entry is here. Okay, so we get it right on the X, using 2 time frames. Don't let it reach M3T. If H1 is gone, just use another timeline. Don't open it to M3T. Later it will be like, the cycle is too split. 2 time frames that are close. It's still okay. That's for the timeline. Heat. So here I made a note. If I'm not close to H1, H4 can only be changed to H1. Don't jump to another timeline. Okay, second. Don't change the first, which is what I showed earlier, the timeline close to H4. Don't change it. Okay, then, number 3. If you get the keys to find the second, you want to get the X. If it's not there, don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. To get it there, just use 1. Don't use the keys. If you get the keys, it will be more confident to get the high momentum. Okay, that's for the timeline keys. This is 3. Okay, next, 3. What should I call it? 3. Timeline. Handle. Close. Do you understand? I don't know what title. What title is this? This is what you want to know. I wrote the title. Timeline. Handle. Close. So the first. Is setup. Delete. Or we want to hold. Or we want to hold for it to go to the next SLR. It's not all the timeline. It will be like this. 1, 2. It's not all going like this. It goes down. It goes straight here. Sometimes it's just there. It reaches. Then it touches. Then it goes down in a short time. Then it goes up again. It's just like that. So we want to know this. So the first one is setup delete. Wait a minute. This is all about multi-time frame. You can't use 1 time frame. You have to use 2 or 3. Okay. Our setup is at H4. For example, enter at H4. We want to monitor it at where? Try to guess. If we enter at H4, monitor at H1. If we enter at H1, monitor at M30. So it's the same, but remember, every time frame. At the bottom, it's not the same. For example, from daily. We want to monitor at H4, so in one daily. How many candles are there at H4? 6. If it's like H4, H1 monitor, H4 has 1 candle, H1 has 4 candles. If it's H1 to M30, this has 1. This has 2. So it's the same. M30 to M15, it's the same. 1, 2. It's different. It's not the same. It's just. Like Hafiz said, H4 is the one. That gives the most money. H4 and M30. M30. These two are actually the trend line that gives the most money. M30 and H4. From my experience, my favorite is H4 and M30 to find a trend line setup. Okay. The way. H4 has H4 has 1 candle. H1 has 4 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We also pull 1 trend line. This is the first point. The second point. Okay, trend line, H4. H4, this is also H4. So now we want to get our entry here. Then plus comes. And it opens the candle. The first H1 candle. It goes in. Okay, so this is the newly opened H4. Okay, but this is the H1 candle. Okay, this is the first candle. We also have an entry here. Okay, look how we want to monitor it. This is H1, it's in. And we also have an entry. Okay, then the next candle. It opens, it goes up. Then it goes in again. We can just add another entry. Okay, the next candle. H1, it goes like this. It goes in. Okay, then H4 also closes. It closes. Okay, so when H1 has 4 candles like this, how about H4's candle? It's like this. This is H4's candle. But at H1, it has 4 like this. Okay, to monitor it. Even though this is H4's setup, monitor at H1. Make sure all H1, it's in. It's under the trend line. This cell, all have to close below this. Not even one, even though it's H1. Even though it's H4's setup. Okay, just monitor at H1. Just monitor these 4 candles. As long as the body doesn't break the trend line, just let it be. It doesn't matter if it's blue or red until H4 closes. Then we'll know the setup is going down. Okay, for example, H4 is closed. Then it's sideways. It goes up again. It goes up. Then it goes down again. Then it goes down again, the one that goes in. This is also monitored at H1 until it goes down. At the bottom. Until it goes down. Then we TP. But H4 has to be patient. Sometimes it eats up to 3 candles. So 3 candles is already 12 hours. Okay, just want to monitor it to know whether the setup is going down or break. That's all. We monitor at H1. Okay, understand? This is the first. Understand? Okay, the second. Wait, I'll show you an example. The first one. I'll show you at the chart. So we open H4. H4. Okay, let's fine. One more setup. H1. Okay, this is a special case. Okay, this is not a valid setup. Wait a minute. Go back. Go back. Wait. Wait. This is type 5. Type 5. This is line chart. H1. Okay, this. Wait, open H4 again. Where is the first candle? Okay, open H4 again. Okay. Look. This is the first candle. Okay, near this line. Near line 1, 2. Near here. This is the new candle H4. The first candle H4. This is the first candle H1. But H4 just opened here. This is the first. This is the second. This is H4. But this is H1. So this is our entry. When we enter, we have to make sure we have to close at the top. Then this is the third candle. It enters again. Then it flies. So when it flies, we know it's going up. So let it be. Because this is setup H4. We set up H4, wait for the candle to close. Then this is the fourth candle. The fourth candle, H1, so at the top. H4, close. So if you're afraid to hold again, here we TP. Because we can expect it to close. It can be like that. But if you're afraid to hold. This is TP, near H1. So just monitor. 4 candles. Near H1, if the setup is near H4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the setup. That we want to hold. Because this hold is not in a short time. Like H4, it's 4 hours. So 4 candles H1. We have to wait for 4 hours to hold. But we're afraid, so we have to check like that. So if it's like half of the people, they don't really check. So just check like 5 minutes. To hit 5, another 5 minutes. To hit 6, just check that time. That's when it's going to close. Don't check for a long time. That's the first one for us to hold. So the second. A special case. There are 2 special cases. Same. Entry near H4. Monitor near H1. Okay. We also pull one train line, get the first point and the second point. Okay, after that. This is H4. We monitor near H1, then H4 open. This is the first H1. That's the second H1. Detach. We also entry when the candle is not closed yet. Then suddenly it closes up. It closes up like this. So what are we going to do? If the second candle, like this, H1, the second candle, it already closed like this, it already told us it's going to fail early. So while the H4 is still going up, H1 already told us it's going to fail. So what are we going to do? Are we going to get a loss or let it be? Or are we going to wait for the third candle, H1? Who's H1? That one. The third candle. Okay, this situation. It has two options. It has two options. Okay. The first one is ABC. You know ABC, right? Azabaru close. That's right, Azabaru close. The second one. Wait. For the third candle. Open. Wait for the third candle. Close. It doesn't matter if it's the third, the second or the first, but wait for the next candle. Wait for the next candle. Close. But if you're afraid to wait for it to close, this is its answer, ABC. Okay. Okay, let's say the third candle. It points like this. It points like this. Do you want to hold, or do you want to cut ABC? Close. Do you want to close, or do you want to hold? Because it can be like this. It goes down. Then it goes up. It can be like this. But that's the second candle. Candle bear. Hold. Hold. Isn't it scary because this one has given you a fail? Close. Okay. It's very risky for us to hold. But other options we can do when it comes in like this. While it wants to wait another hour, it comes. Our last option is wait. Wait. H4 close. Okay, this is a special case because H1 has broken. Because when H1 breaks at H4, actually it gives an early hint for it to break up again. Okay. But the next candle, if it comes back, it has a possibility to go down. Okay. But for it to go down, the way we want to know it is wait for H4 plus, that's all. But we have to wait for another candle here. At least it makes a small one like this, like that. If it's still here, it has a possibility to open a new H4, then it goes down, like this. Okay. So when the situation is like this, it has broken. This is very dangerous for us to hold. Okay, but usually if it's like this, I have a lot of ABCs, because I don't want to take risk. Okay, I don't want to take risk. That's the second one. If it's in check, let's see what comes back. Wait. Find a long shadow. Long shadow. Okay, H1. H1 to H4. Like this. Where is it? so that it goes up and down. Let me check. I think it's M30. M30. Ah, here it is. Okay. Okay. H1, here. We also sell here. We sell. Sell. Then we monitor at M30 because this is not H1, so M30. There are only 2 candles. Okay, open M30. Okay, the situation is like this. When it has entered. It has entered. It's not closed yet. Then we layer. Layer above. Then in the middle of this layer, at 9.55. Okay, it can't be. 9.25. 9.25. 9.25 here, in the middle of the layer. 9.5. It closes above this. Okay, so when it closes above this, the next candle, it opens. Stop layer. Stop layer. Don't layer anymore. We just have to make sure. This candle has to go back. It has to go back in the timeline. If it doesn't go back and it closes above this, it's very dangerous. Okay. So we have to make sure if it's broken, stop layer and make sure. The next candle has to go back. That's the only way. Okay, when it goes back, here it can be A, B, C or hold, wait for this candle, close. Okay, so wait for 30 minutes for the other one. Where it closes. Okay, that's a special case. Okay, another special case is like this. Okay, this is also hash 4. Hash 4. 1. 0.2. Okay, the third one is the same. It goes up. And it touches. Okay, after that. Wait. Go up a bit. Like this. This is the first hash 4. It touches but it still closes. Below the timeline. Okay, after that it opens again. It opens again. The candle is above. It closes. After that the shadow is below. Okay, if it's like this, what will you do? The first one, the candle is here. It's at the timeline. It's like this, now. The next candle is above the timeline. Really? Okay. This one. This one is for who? This one is for who trades? To maintain MN. Okay, people who trade to maintain MN. Usually, they can fold up to 100 spades. Their account can cover up to 100 spades. Okay, when it closes above this, there is a possibility that it will go up. Okay, why? Because the shadow that touches below is the pullback. That is at the fill. At the fill. Okay, but it can be like this. It goes back like this. The next candle, after that it closes like this. This is the first hash, the second hash, the third, the fourth. Okay, so this one. The answer is at ABC. Or wait. That's the last option. That we can make a decision. To cut loss or take profit. Okay, but if it's like the second candle, The second candle, it's closed like this. Suddenly it's like this. It's long like this. This is cut loss. If it's like 2G, it's smaller. It's like this. This is still safe. Because usually if it's like this, it will go down. Okay, just an example. So many things happen to me. When I cut loss, it will only go. When I cut loss, it will only go. What is this? TLN30. Why suddenly it's like this? What's the problem? This is not FC. This is not FC. What is this? This is what I said. Press like this. What was it? I forgot. Special case. Where is it? Where is it? H4. Our entry point is here. Okay. H4 that enters starts from here. It's here. It's here. Okay, let's look at H1. What will happen? Okay, look at it like this. Okay, this is the touch. Wait. The first touch is here. This is the first touch. It helps to give a little money. This one also gets in 50p. Enter the first touch, because this one we want to hold. So when we want to hold, we don't want 50p. We want the one down here. At least it's here. Example, up to here, so in 300p. We want to TP here for us to hold. So near here. This is the candle. This is the candle. The first H4. This is the first H4. So H4, H1 opens the first one. This is the second, third, fourth. Okay. Near here, can you see this candle? It closes above. Here. It closes above the train line. This is dangerous. It can happen like this. It can happen like this. That's why I said this one is actually for people who take care of M&M, who are really confident they want to hold. So they can let it. Because the entry is here, this is the first entry. It enters again, then it enters again. It enters again, but at H1, it has already told fail. It has already told fail. Before H4 closes, it has to make a decision. It wants to cut loss or hold. Okay. So this one, just make sure H4 closes below the train line. So this is our last option. Last option for us to make a decision. Okay, this is the second special case. Okay, remember, because this train line, when we learn, it looks like especially when we do a bad test. Oh, pull here, it runs, but in the middle of the live market. Try to pull, then want to enter. It feels like it's different, it's not the same. Okay, that's the special case, but this special case has utility. It can give us money, it can also fail. Okay. That's the second. The third. The third, I didn't fail. I didn't fail, which is already confirmed to fail. Okay, I didn't fail. It's the same. Entry at H4. Entry at H4. Monitor also, H1. H1, okay. I entered H4 because there are 4 candles. So if there are 4 candles, it's easy for me to extend. But if you enter at H1, you can enter at N3. There are 2 candles. Okay, I didn't fail. First. Second. Okay, this is when we want to enter. Okay. So when we want to enter, usually, the first touch, it will definitely give a shadow like this. It doesn't give a long shadow, but it gives a shadow, then it closes like this. Okay, the first touch, then it closes down. Okay, then the next candle, it immediately fails. It immediately jumps up. Okay, this is the third. It's like this. While the fourth, it jumps up. Here, it will be lost. Sorry. It's here, this candle, it will be lost. Because this one is definitely going to go up. Okay, the first hint is this one. This is the first hint. The second hint is this one. This is the second hint. Because it breaks. It breaks, it pulls back. At this train line, it closes up. What does it mean? Now I'm pulling this train line, type 1. Type 1. So when it pulls back at this train line, what type is it? Type 2. It's like this. 1, 2, 3. So when it's like this, it's very dangerous. Okay, the example is the one that's really dangerous. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you a place that's less dangerous. Wait. Okay, it's near. Where is it? Okay, this one. Okay, it's like that. Type 1. We want to sell, right? Why do we want to sell? Because it's basic. It's like this. It breaks at the bottom. It can go up. It can go down. There's a zone. It can go down. We're confident. We want to sell. There's a confluence with the train line. Okay, but there's a breakout. It's confirmed that we want to sell. We want to sell. We want to push. Okay. This term, I remember. I have a friend. He sells here, then he sees. He wants to borrow money from me. It's like that. He's sad, complaining about his sadness. Okay, this. Let's monitor it. Okay, it's here, the long one. Okay, type H1. H1. Let's see how far. Okay. Okay, okay. The first candle is this one. This is the first. Okay. We expect the price to take this price first. The first one, this is the second. This is the third. Okay, this is the third. The third one has failed. It has failed. Okay, when it fails, let's see how many pips. Let's go up here. It's closed here. Okay, this is within 40.4 pips. If we're at a loss, 40 pips if we're at a loss, it's here. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. 1, H1, 2, H1, 3, H1. The third H1, we're at a loss. While waiting, H4 is closed here. H4 is closed here. Okay. Who's a trader who doesn't care about money will be at a loss here. Okay, who thinks can go down. Let's wait for H4 to close. He's confident H4 will close. Maybe he wants to do this. Maybe he wants to go back. Maybe he wants to go back. He expects it to be like that, but don't expect it to be like that. It can be like this, but he can hold, or he wants to let it. A, B, C, or whatever. But the one above. Don't let it reach 40-50 pips. It's too far. It's like 20 pips, or 30 pips, or 10 pips. It's better for us to wait for the next candle. It's okay. Because when it's up here, it's too much. Too much. We're at a loss. Don't expect it to go down. Okay. So the third candle, he told early for H4 to go up. He told early for H4 to go higher. So when you want to go higher, don't add more layers, because this has failed. It has failed. Like I said, if it's broken, don't add more layers. If we want to wait for the next candle, don't add. So just let it be. And cut loss near the third candle. Okay. So what happens if we let H4 close? What will happen? We will lose N. Here until the candle is closed in 170 pips. We will lose here. Even though our margin can cover up to 200 pips or 300 pips, it doesn't matter. But we will lose 170 pips here because we didn't monitor near H1. So remember, if you want to enter trend line, just monitor near trend line 1. Okay. So the setup that we will know earlier, it failed. Another one, like I said, it's near SNR. It's near SNR. Okay, we monitor near H1 earlier. Okay, how to know near SNR? This zone is going to break. Okay, pull one trend line. One that has H4. Okay, this one. This is trend line H1. We mark here, we separate and mark here. Okay. This is H1. We also start sell from here. It has entered the zone. We sell. Why? Because it has risen from the trend line. We want to enter on the trend line. We sell, 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 so. Okay, but this candle, it's still in the zone when it closes. When it's in the zone, but this trend line, it has failed. Okay, it doesn't give the same result. It doesn't give the same result. They don't want to work together. SNR and this trend line, it's not the same anymore. It's like here there's BN. Here there's H4. Like that, there's a fight. Okay. So when the trend line in this zone has broken, it means the zone will break. But because of this trend line, we know that it's earlier. We know that it's going to fail earlier. Earlier. Because this trader, a trader like us, this trader is the most, what? The most difficult to cut loss. Right? Right, I agree. I agree. It's hard for us to cut loss. Because we hope that all of our entries will profit. Okay, but like I said, a powerful trader is a trader who dares to cut loss. Not everyone can do it. Not everyone is like us. So for example, Hafiz, who's from Jaguar, who dares to cut loss. Not everyone is like you. I'm not like you. Don't. I've never floated to 100%. I really don't like to float. Okay. It's good to cut loss. Don't let it reach the MC. I love money. Don't let it reach the MC. So if you know that this thing will fail, just cut loss. Okay. Another thing, if you know that it will fail. Okay. Usually. This is H1, right? But when it failed, we want to have the minimum loss. Minimum cut loss. When we want to have the minimum cut loss. This one. It starts from the top, our last layer. How do we know it's only here? It doesn't want to go down. Just open the time frame until M1 or M5. Look for the closest support. Just cut loss there. It won't go down. Why? Because at H1 it has failed. So open M13 or M15 or M5. Look for the closest support. Usually there's M5 support. For example, here, cut loss all. This is the minimum we can cut. Not at the top. Okay. But remember, if it fails, cut loss it. Don't be reckless. Don't be a trader that the red hole is too long. Don't let the red hole be too long. Okay, I'm talking too much. I'm running out of water. Okay. Setup failed. Okay, these 3 setups. Who doesn't understand? From the setup. That's valid for us to hold. Then there's special kill and setup failed. Who doesn't understand? Because who doesn't understand? I will repeat. Who doesn't understand? If you understand, I will continue. The difference is only in the candle. H1. How? The difference between the 3 setups. For example, M3H4. The difference is only from when we monitor the candle H1. The difference is true. If we enter at H4, we monitor at H1. If we enter at H1, we monitor at M3. That's why I said, at the top, the candle is different. If we enter at daily, we have to monitor 6 candle H4. Do you want to wait? 6 candle H4, because this trend line, if we use SL, it can go up until it goes down. So, if we enter using trend line, we can't put SL. We can put SL, but if there's a confluence with SNR, we can put SL. But if we enter using trend line only, don't put SL, just let the candle close. Let's know if the setup is valid or not. Just remember, monitor 1 time frame below. Okay, I'll continue a bit next. Okay. Time frame. Raw block. I believe many of you who have studied and know how is the raw block. Where do we have? It's not entry. Because it's raw block. So every journey, every type, every chart movement, it must go up and down. So why does it go up and down? There must be a reason. The reason is at raw block. What is raw block? It's SNR as well as trend line. Same as our entry. SNR, trend line. So where we enter, that's where we TP. For example, here we buy. We TP buy up, and we sell. TP sell here, we buy. So it's the same place, SNR and trend line. But if you guys are deepening this trading knowledge, the deepest, actually, what we learn if we compile all of that is SNR, like trend line. Trend line is SNR. Candlestick, that is SNR. Try to deepen and do research about this trading and this chart. Actually, all of that is support and assistance, like candle. Up here is assistance. Down here is support. This is SNR. Like trend line, we pull assistance, assistance, assistance. What is this? This is SNR, 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 but we pull this trend line as tools. This is also SNR. So in this trading, that's why basic is king. If anyone uses indicator or moving average, that helps. I'm not saying it's wrong, that helps us. But the best is basic. What you guys learn about basic, you guys dig it all out. The real basic, from the beginning. How is this chart? Deepening that. Basic. So basic is naked chart. That's how I use it. Just basic. You don't have to use indicator or pull Fibo. You can just use that to help. Just like trendline keys. You need a friend to kiss. If he's alone, he doesn't trust us for entry. Okay, so wall block. Normally, raw block happens. In one time frame. Below. From our what time frame entry. Okay. So that's why I said from the beginning, every time I enter, I'll look at different time frames. At least I'll look at 2. So if we enter at H1, the raw block must be at M30. Okay, it can be H1 to H1. It can be like this, like I said earlier. Different structure. Okay. Example daily. Daily is like this. It doesn't have a block, it's a clear highway. So when it goes up straight. Okay, that's why I said the best is the same structure, because both have a raw block here. Raw block. It can't go up, but if it doesn't have a raw block, it will go up. It breaks this. Then it continues the journey. If it gets caught by the police here, it goes down. Okay. Continue. Okay, H1. M30 H1 to H1, so I just wrote this. Because I think many people already know about this raw block. Okay. Entry. TP. Entry. TP. Entry to daily. TP to daily or H4. Entry to H4. TP2. H4, H1 or H4. I wrote this. It's clear. H4 or H1. Entry to H1, TP2. H1 or M30. Entry to M30, TP2, M30 or M15. Entry to M15, TP2, M15. Okay. M5 and M1. I said if you want entry, when it's stuck. When it's like it's sideways, it's been too long, today there's no salary yet, from 6 AM today to 3 PM, it's sideways here. H1 sideways, M15 sideways, N30 sideways. No setup at all. Then we open these two. Okay, but M5 and M1 we use SNR only. Because it can. The red floating is not too long and not too much, so just use SNR. Okay, next, a little more. Okay. Okay. Who's in this? What's your favorite pair? In forks. Or anything. Gold. Still learning gold. Gold and index favorite. US 30. US 30. Eurust. 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 No one said GJ or GU. GJ. GJ. Okay. I want to tell you why people. Because mostly people trade gold with GJ. But when gold profits, when GJ MC or he lost. There are many people like this because these two roles are different. He is not a friend, he is an opponent. GJ with gold. Okay, okay. Like me, I'm pure gold. I trade gold. I don't just trade gold. There are other pairs, but I spend a lot of time with gold. Okay, okay. So in this trading, there are three. Mace. Mace. Deep. Accurate. Yes, that's right. Okay. What do you mean by miss? Because he answered accurately. What do you mean by miss? Miss usually. The reaction is because. Because there is a hidden SNR on the left. What is there? My understanding is usually because there is a hidden SNR on the left, so it hasn't reached the breakout. In the current market price, he has reacted. I understand, but the real thing is this miss. It happens. Nay. Slow currency. What is the slow currency? Like NZD. Then AUD. What else? CAD. Canada. These are all slow pairs. Slow. Okay. The pair that miss. Usually it will make a reversal like this, then when it goes down, it takes a long time, it just goes down. It goes down sideways, like this. Then it's been 10 years. 10 years. Then it reaches R. So, this SNR, like this. It enters R. Entry, but our entry usually miss because it's too long. Maybe I don't. Monthly, we also miss because it's too long. If we mark it, SNR, it's the same. There is no difference. SNR in all pairs is the same. Because like I said, if you understand the basics, everything is already SNR, so all pairs have to use SNR. Okay. So that is the behavior of slow pairs. Number 2. Usually the pair that missed. I don't think there is a run trick. Because it's too slow. Too slow to get money. Too slow to get money. Too slow to fall. So no need to trick. Number 2 is dip. Dip happens. Nay, fast pair of currency. Okay, which pair is fast in currency? GG. GBP. Okay, it's GBP. GBP. One example is GG. Then. What else? JN. Then GA. Then what else? GBP. GBP. Another one. GBP. What? CHF, is that right? GBP CHF. Okay, what's the other one? GU. GU is near. GU is major. GU. Is it near here or near AQ? Okay, GU and GG are different. They have different patterns. Why? Because it's USD. Okay, so GU. I categorize it near AQ. I don't put it near DIP. Okay, DIP has a pattern. What did I say the other day? Who has power? About chainline? Type 1. Divergence. It can trick all of these pairs. GG, GN, GAL. GCF, CHF. It can trick all of them if it has a lot of divergence. Chainline. Okay. If the pattern is near the chart. It happens a lot like this. It has a breakout. But it goes up. Sorry. It goes up a little bit. Then it goes down. GG is always like this. Because GG, I've been cheating. Because I did a backtest on GG, I didn't get an answer. Like, if I trade on GG, I can say my loss is 80% from the profit. I look for chainline setup. I look for SLR setup. 80%. I can lose near GG. That's why I don't want to trade GG, because it's too deep. Maybe this one, it's not set up here. For example, there's a divergence here. Maybe it's not here. Maybe it's far away. When it goes up, it goes down. It's a lot like punching people. For example, like this, 1, 2. Then it reverses here. It reverses, it goes down. Then it goes up, then it goes down. It takes this chain line, this divergence. For example, near gold, it takes it here, it goes down. This is GG. GG, but it's true. Whoever sees this divergence near PGJ, they're making money. They're making a lot of money. Because I've done a refresh near GG, it's a divergence. Whoever sees the SLR here or it doesn't matter, it's here. There's a confluence with a divergence. That's GG's plan with GBP, but so far I've seen a lot of GBP near GG and GU, like GA. I don't know much about this. Last is accurate. Accurate is a pair with high volatility. So one of them is USD. It doesn't matter what pair, that's why I put GU here. Because GU has a gold pattern. But GU's pattern, when the gold is accurate like this, but GU, it breaks but it goes in. This is GU, and this is gold. But it still respects our analysis, or our trend line. It still respects. But GU is a bit slow for running profit or running loss from gold. But if you want to do a backtest near GU, it's okay, but it's a bit slow. So the pair is USD and then gold and silver. Doge and USD and Nasdaq and NASDAQ and then INEX. But I've never traded index. I've never traded. J30 and then. Like oil. I've never traded, so I don't know. But for high volatility, what I've seen is gold, silver, Doge and Nasdaq. Nasdaq is rare. So these three. This is very accurate. With trend line. The way we read 7, it's very accurate. It will respect before it breaks or goes down, even for a moment. So, for high volatility, it doesn't just give money, it also has a risk. But the accurate one is setup breakout. This is the most accurate, the sharpest, the most accurate, but the most dangerous. This. For setup. This. Middle, it's in the middle. It can go up or down. This is the most risky when it's in the middle. In its path to go down. Because we have to play with SNR, the lowest or highest, as long as it doesn't go down or up. Don't enter. But to get the middle points, like the trend line, use trend line, trend line, trend line. Okay? Okay, that's accurate. Okay. Last. One more. Last is direction. Direction, or we call it trend journey. Or we can also call it level by level. Do you understand? Okay. Level by level. Yup, do you understand? Let me restart. There's no water in this house. There's no water in my Eden. That's why? Okay. Direction, trend journey, or level by level. Okay. Direction. How do we identify it? How do we know this direction? From the bottom line, one candle daily. One candle daily is one trend N. One trend end. One trend N. Where one trend end, it will go down. Or one trend N, it will go down. How do we know this? 3. Uptrend, downtrend, and sideways. Okay, the first one. Direction. We use SNI, engulf, and engulf it. Okay, my answer. If someone asks me, how can I enter? From the bottom. I can buy here. I can buy here. I don't use the concept that people say, RBS or SBR, for example. This is legit. But I don't use it. It enters here. It goes up. It enters here. It goes up. It enters here. Like that, but How do I use it? First. Okay, first. Like this. We also use SNI. Engulf. So usually, I will enter. If there's a zone, I will enter. It doesn't matter if it wants to fail. It doesn't matter if it wants to go. But anyway, I will make sure until it reaches SNI. Then I feel satisfied with my analysis. Until it reaches. Until I put TP. That's why I rarely calculate from the top. How much is it? How much is it? No matter what. From the top, I will lower it. Lower it. I put TP in the top. I want to make sure it enters. Then I want to enter buy here. Okay, that's engulf. Okay, that's one. Okay, when engulf. This. It breaks. It breaks. Then what will happen? Engulf fails. So when engulf fails, we also want to counter buy, because it engulfs. But when engulf fails, we want to buy, we sell, but failed. Then engulf fails, we buy, also fails like this. What are we going to do here? This zone is getting beautiful. There's also HSL. There's a night market behind this. Okay, this zone is really beautiful, but we sell, we lost, we buy there also, we lost. What is the last auction you will do in this zone? Either you close it, or you still use it here. Say bullshit. In this zone, I mark everything. Close it. Okay. Okay, first, this engulf, we sell. But fails. Okay, we want to sell. Remember. Engulf. We sell. Engulf fails, we continue, we sell. Okay, here, first we want to sell, but it fails, so we expect it to be a continuation. We also buy, but when we buy, it fails. Okay, when it fails, this zone is the last, we counter sell. Or, this engulf. The engulf that has failed 10 times. No, not 10 times, 2 times. Engulf fails. The first engulf fails. Engulf fails also, so the third one, it goes back in here. We sell. Okay, this engulf fails. How do I say this? We want to enter, we want to sell, but it fails. Then it goes up, and it goes down. We want to buy, but it fails. Then it goes back in. We sell. The zone that we used, that we marked, has failed twice. We get a sell here. Even though it's slow. Sell here. This is what you have to pull. Why? Because this is a reversal near the pattern. Here only. It's not from here. It's from here. It's from here. Okay. This zone is the last. It's the third time. Because today is, for example, Thursday. You mark this zone on Thursday morning. Okay, the price reaches midday. Midday, sell. Sell, you have to sell or cut loss. Then in the evening, you buy. Buy, you have to sell or cut loss. The last one, you have to sell it back. Because this one is only here, it doesn't want anything else. This is where it will continue to go down, near the engulf fails. It goes down here, it goes down here, it goes down here. So every time it goes down, it has to let go. As long as it doesn't let go, as long as it's stuck. Like just now. It let go, it didn't let go. So how does it go up? It has to let go. Then it goes up here. Up here, from here to the bottom. There are 3. Now we have 3 zones. Just assume it's not there yet. It's only up to here. It's not there, then we have 3 zones. Cell, this is cell, this is cell. This is S and R. This is S and R. Then we mark it engulf. Then why did I start buying here? Why did I start buying here? Okay, at the bottom, it makes a support. Okay, this support, no one breaks it yet. It often comes, even though it's sideways. But no one breaks it. It doesn't want to break. But what it does here, it breaks. Up here. It breaks up here. It breaks up here. I believe it will go up, even though it's slow. That's why I feel like I'm buying here. I want to buy, I want to buy, I want to buy, because I see this support. No one wants to break this. It comes with respect. It comes with respect. I'm looking for a buy here. I'm looking for a buy. Okay. Then you have a buy at the bottom. For example, there's a buy at the bottom with support S and R. You get a buy. Then you have to make sure it has to break. If it doesn't break, it will go down. Okay, but our first TP is here. First TP for the buy at the bottom. The first TP. Okay, so the first TP. We sell. Okay, sell, then go up. It breaks us at a loss, then it enters this zone again. It becomes an angle fail. So when it becomes an angle fail, we buy. Okay, when we buy, it has to go up here. Because it has failed. Okay, the sell has failed, so the trend still wants to go up. It wants to go up. So here we have the second TP. Okay, so this one has to break. It has to break. It has to go like this. Then it can go up. This is the third TP. It's not TP1. TP1, 20 pips. TP2, 30 pips. TP3, 50 pips. It's not like that. It actually has to let go of these robots. Then we can see its path, even though it's slow. So we're just confident. Okay. So when I enter here, I want to TP here. Suddenly it breaks. So before it breaks, I continue to buy, because Hafiz bought the signal to me. I buy here. I buy. Then it goes up. But when it goes up, I don't TP, but I sleep. When I wake up, it's back here. Let it go up. Okay. So I expect this one. It will break. I expect it will break like this, then it will go up again. Okay, but we really can't make a high expectation that it will go up. We can't do that. At least up to here, we have to TP half, or a little bit. Up to here, a little bit. That's for the layers. If the type that only enters. Maybe it can take here, maybe it can take here, maybe it can take up. But how to identify it? Up there, it has to let go of the robots. Okay. So, this direction, it only uses to engulf and engulf fill. It doesn't have anything else. Same as trendline, when type 1 doesn't work, it will become type 2. Okay. Alright. A little bit more. I'll make a note here. Okay. Direction. I think I'll make a line like this. Okay, to find the first direction, we have to identify for sure. Trend. Downtrend. Or uptrend. Or sideways. But when sideways, it has. Okay. Sideways is what I notice, what it will do on this chart. Half of the people will say sideways is just like this, but actually no, actually sideways. Okay, the first sideways pattern, it will do like this, then it will split up, split down, then it will go back. This is the actual sideways pattern. This is the first. The second sideways is like this. For example, if you want to go up sideways a little bit, then it will split down, then it will go up again. It will go up slowly, but still in sideways condition. Okay, it's not like this, it's not. Okay, this is not sideways, it doesn't even exist in the chart. It will definitely have this split. Because in sideways, there must be a hint. So we want to buy or sell. There must be a hint. Okay, so when like earlier, today is like the chart now. It doesn't split. It doesn't split. Go up, go up. It doesn't split. So it doesn't split. It will go up. Because there's no buyer and seller that want to go down. They want to stay here. They want to buy here. They want to pump money here. So the seller can't go down anymore. That's the first thing. The second. Okay, the second. Engulf is used. Maximum. Oh, I've told you. I think that's it. Engulf is used maximum 2 or 2 structures. Okay, number 3. Engulf fail. So, engulf fail is used 1 stash or 1 structure. Okay, so engulf fail, like yesterday. Now here, engulf fail. Pull it long like this. Now this engulf. It's already used. Okay, just remember, it's already used. It's already used. So it's not. Okay, usually I will only use engulf fail once, which is this. For example, this one doesn't exist. For example, this one doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It will go up like this. It will go up. If it goes down here, we can buy because it's first stash or it wants to make first structure. Here, we can buy because this one doesn't exist. If this one exists, this zone can be considered as not flash. Okay. Okay, so this zone it's already used. Okay, like this. Why does it go up like this? Okay, maybe this zone is here. We have to take it here. Look for it at the structure. Here, it breaks. It goes up like this. Okay, look for it. Okay, but it won't come to this zone. If it comes, it can break. If it goes in here, it can go down. Okay, if it goes in, don't enter. Other than this zone is engulf. If it's engulf, we can use it for 2 times, just once. Okay, if it comes twice, then it goes down twice. If it goes down, just assume it's not our setup. Okay. Okay, the last one is the 4th. Always follow the trend. Okay, it means always follow the trend, like this. Like this, just follow. If this one, it starts to sell, it breaks down, just sell. Just buy. Don't let it go up. Avoid it. Go up. So. Okay, just follow the trend. If sideways, then we buy and sell. Okay, buy and sell. Okay. Okay. Alright, okay, that's all for today. 12 o'clock. Even though I started late, I want to ask you. Okay. Okay. What's your question? What's the storyline? What's the storyline? The storyline is the same, like this. In H1, the trend is buy, but the trend line is sell. Which one do we follow? Trend line is buy, trend line is sell. Yeah. Okay, what's the example? For example, H4 has a breakout. So, H4 has a breakout sell. Okay, correct. But H1, breakout buy. H1 breakout buy. H1 breakout buy right now. No, the one below is also breakout buy. This one. Okay, which one? This one? No, not that one. This one. Okay, wait, this one, this one. Where is this one? H1. Where is this one? Where is this one? Where is this one? Middle. So the lowest and the highest is at the top. The highest is the lowest. This is the trend. This is the trend. Wait. This is the trend. One trend. This trend is going down. So when it wants to go up, it wants to go up. So when it goes up, the roadblock must be at the angle. Okay, this one. We marked H4 earlier, so this is the roadblock. If we separate, we get this one. This is M30. M30 zone. At the top is H4 zone, so from the bottom, it's at the roadblock. So, okay, like the one I marked earlier, the one from the bottom, angle fail and all. Okay, this one. We want to make sure we have an entry from the bottom. From the bottom to the top. We have to make sure that every road on this side, it has to be separated until it reaches the sell. The trend is over. Here is the sell, H4's sell. The trend is over. Then it can continue to go down here, then go up and take a pullback. Okay, it goes down. Then it goes up for a while, then down. It continues, it will just repeat. Okay, that's why. Every time there's an entry, I say, let it reach the S and R. So the S and R will be more angled until there. TP until there, entry. Okay, from there, I can get entry from the bottom. Entry again. But we have to be confident. When we mark it like this, it has failed. Buy. Okay, but before trading, make sure. Not make sure, always. Always. Start with higher time frame. Because higher time frame, for older people, high time frame is for older people. Lower time frame is for younger people. Okay, so, for example, this is higher time frame. Higher time frame is for older people. They use Tomcat. This is for younger people. They're playing football. This is lower time frame. Okay. Now I say always start with higher time frame, so it means when we start with higher time frame, this old person has more experience than this kid. He's been living for 70 years. This little kid is only 7 years old. He doesn't know anything yet. So at the age of 70, he already knows a lot of things. What will happen to his children? Okay, so start with his father, then his children. That's what I mean. But this time frame, at least using H4 is enough. H4. Because if we want to mark it daily, it's like in a month. You can enter 2-3 times. So start with H4. H4 every day. There will be 1 or 2 setups at H4. So like the current condition. Yesterday, the cell at the top, because there was a confluence, divergence to daily. There was a divergence. So is this already confirmed for reversal because the storyline is weekly to weekly settle? Wait. Let's take a closer look at this daily. There was a confluence, right? Yes. Sometimes I'm still confused about this storyline. It's the most difficult. Okay, why did this one go up? It went up because. Okay, this is Ingolf. Okay, now. It's here. It's here. Right. Okay, now. How do we make sure it goes down or continues to go up? How do we make sure it goes down or continues to go up? We have to make sure this is the storyline. This is the storyline. This is the last storyline. The last storyline. If it breaks, it can continue to go up because this is the last storyline. This is the last storyline. After this storyline, it's close to exiting the XNR zone. If it exits, it will go up. But when it still respects the XNR, maybe it will sideways and it will go down. But if we look at monthly, let's take Ingolf. This is the Ingolf monthly here. It's here now. It's here. If it exits, it's here. It has to reach here, then it can exit and go up. If we sell here, it still doesn't exit. It can continue to go down. Let's sell if it's weekly now. It's close to XNR. Up. Let it exit first. Let it exit first. It breaks. Then it can go. Here. It breaks. Then it can go. Here. It's the same as before. Weekly, the trend is here. The trend is here. This is the trend. The downtrend is over. The downtrend is over. Now it's doing uptrend. But we want to know where is the end of the uptrend. If it's here, it goes down. If it's here, it goes down. If it's here, it goes down. If it's here, it breaks. It goes up too. It has to exit. Okay, that's where we get this entry. Here. It's in this zone. Ingolf. This Ingolf is like buy high, sell low. Okay, we have to be sure that from this zone it will go up. From here, it will go down. Okay, for example, from up here, it has gone up. It has gone up. Then it goes down. When it goes down, for example, it has to exit here first. It has to exit here first. Then it can go down again. It breaks. Then it can go down again. If it doesn't break, it's stuck here. It goes up. There's a zone here. There's a zone here. It has to break. Then it can go up. If it doesn't break, it goes down. Okay, that's it. Engulf. Engulf fail. I use only those two. Okay, direction. I use engulf and engulf fail. My entry is all near. Train line direction. I use only engulf. For us to know, it goes up, up, up. And for us to know, we can hold further. Okay, but not all. Zones that we mark, there are only those that don't reach. I don't remember where. I have hold by. I hold by. There are more or less within 50 pips. It doesn't reach the edge. Okay, but the setup is daily. Daily and weekly. I'm sure it will reach the top. It's not thin, but 50 pips doesn't reach, then it's already within 300 pips. More or less like that. Okay, another 50 pips doesn't reach, then it goes down, then it has to break. It has to break, okay, because I'm confident it will reach the top, but it doesn't reach. It's okay, it's not my blessing, but I still get money from D, but a little. But every entry, I will TP to these rulebooks. The first rulebook, the second rulebook, the third rulebook, so all the time frames are the same. For example, we open M5. Okay, like now. Okay, look. This is one trend. One trend, uptrend. Now it has to go down, down to here. Then we can buy. The trend is over. If it breaks, then it can continue to go down. If we buy here, it goes up. We look for a buy to the top. More like that. Then it goes down until it has to be broken. Then it can make continuation. Okay, okay. What about you? Morning trade to look for. For night trade, how do you do it? Morning trade for night, I don't understand. I said morning until noon. For night trade. For night trade. Okay, I understand. Okay, wait. What time until what time? Okay. I said from daily, right? How do you do it? Okay. Okay, for example, today. What day? This is Thursday. This is Wednesday. This is Wednesday. This is the same. Okay. This goes down on Monday. 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 Wait. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Today is Thursday, right? Okay. These two are not yet. Assume today is Tuesday. Okay, this is because this week, so I took it from here. Okay, this is Tuesday. Okay, before I start Tuesday, I will mark Friday. Okay, but because I start Tuesday, so I mark Tuesday, so I will pull these two lines. Top and bottom. Okay, after I pulled yesterday's candle, I will open it on another page. H4, H1, it doesn't matter. Okay, but I have to sculpt. Tuesday, Tuesday. H4 may be around here. Approximately. There are 6 candles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, up to here. This is Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. I have to find buy and sell in this zone from yesterday. I have to make sure it doesn't break from yesterday's daily zone. So which is the line above, top and bottom? After that, if there is no setup at H4, then I open lower time frame. I open L15. I open M5. I open M30. Okay, then it's sideways in here. Okay, this is his line. Yesterday's line, Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay, in this Tuesday candle, I will find all SNR, the highest and lowest. Okay, so Tuesday, highest or lowest. It must touch. It must touch. Okay, okay. Every candle. 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 Okay, this is the lowest. Right? Okay, then the candle closes here, right? Okay, this is the journey. Before it wants to go up. Okay, from here we can buy. Okay, this is considered daily. Even though this is M15. Okay, this is considered daily. From the bottom to the top. How do we know that it will close here, or we can expect it to go up a little bit? Okay, so what we have to make sure. Yesterday's, it can't break up. Okay, from there, we want to scalping, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, until it breaks. Yesterday's, when it breaks, it will make a continuation. That we do ok, like this, if the candle is like this. This is the continuation. Why? Because we mark yesterday's, but it breaks yesterday's. Okay, so on the third day, look for continuation again. On the fourth day, look for continuation again. Okay, if yesterday's, it breaks up. We also mark for today's trade. So when we mark, we have to make sure it breaks up again for us. Continue to buy. Continue to buy. If it's still in yesterday's zone. Yesterday's candle is like this. Then today's candle, it closes like this. Tomorrow's candle also closes like this. This means, okay. So in 1 week, there are 5 candles, daily. So, yesterday's candle, until Friday. We have to make sure everything can't be more than yesterday's candle. Then we know that we can buy and sell. Okay. If Monday's candle on Tuesday it breaks up, Monday's candle on Tuesday it breaks up, we can look for. So, because there's a possibility that a weekly candle will go down. Like that. Okay, that's how I trade daily. Sure. Like today. Today. My daily. But today I didn't look at the charts. Like today. Pull this one. Pull this one. Then we want to trade this candle. We want to trade this candle for today, but this candle, we have to make sure it doesn't break up. Let it break up. If it breaks up like this, there's a possibility that it will go up again. Continue to buy. Just buy that one. Because this is daily. Then we want to use this daily candle for our daily. We have to open it from daily. H4 to below until M1. Okay, so now the gold has jumped. It has jumped. It has jumped. Maybe it retrace. In my opinion, it retrace. This is H4. Just now when we went to M30, there was a zone. Just now when we went to M30, it didn't break up. How did it go up? So this round didn't go up. This round didn't go up. And now. Look. Now here, it broke up. This has pulled back. So it came here. It can buy. Why? Because this time, it's the second. This time it's the second. But it came here, what setup? M30. Why did it go down? What setup? M30 with H4. So where is the H4? H1. So can it balance with M30? No. So M30. If it wants to buy here, it can buy. But for short. Maybe here it will go up for a while, then it will go down. If it's here, H1's zone, it can buy. Don't jump the time frame. M30 and H1 are the same now. H1 has already taken. H1 has already taken. Let's wait for it to go in. So this is for buy. What is it? For now? For now? It's better here. It can still do that. Even though it's touched. Let's wait. All the trend lines are touched. What else? Don't rush. Wait. There's no trend line. It's already used. It looks like it's going to jump. Yes, that's right. Because look. One touch, now it's the second time. 2 times. The second time it comes. The second time it comes. The trend lines we pulled are all used for the first M. If there's a trend line, for the second time it comes, it can buy here. Try to find it. At M30. M30. Where's the trend line? Can you see it? It's already taken. The shadow is already taken. Don't rush. There's no trend line. There's a trend line for H1. I'm pulling. I'm pulling my first point from 1798, my second point from 1789. I'm taking the E. The one above it. Yes. My second point. It's already taken. It's already taken. All the trend lines are taken. This one. If you want to find a trend line for M3, there's none. Let's choose from Roblox. It's dangerous because it's H4. Monitor this one. Don't let it break the zone. Look. We want to buy. Let's say it breaks. It breaks. It goes back. It sells. Here. But it doesn't sell. Because there's no support. This one is 100% S and R. It breaks. If it goes back, I'll sell. We'll see. Here it goes up. Or if it breaks, it goes down. But if you want to sell, wait for it to break. Don't sell now. Wait for it to close first. Now it's 12.22. Wait for it to break. If it goes back to the shadow, if it goes down a bit, it goes down. Because of the trend line. Which one? H1, QM. It's not QM. It's type 2. No, it's H1. H1. Which one? The one. On December 1. December 1. December 1. At December 1. At 08. Left. Down. Left again. Left down. Up. Up left. The middle one. 6.2. This one. Yes, this is type 7. Type 7? Yes, this is type 7. Yes, type 7. Okay, like. Who was it? Andrew? Andrew said it. Who, sir? Dejavu. Okay. Okay, like this. Dejavu. He saw this trend line. I didn't see. Type 7. Dejavu saw this setup, but I saw H4 setup. For example, I saw my setup here, but Dejavu saw this setup. Type 7. Then he got a sharp entry here. Maybe I have an entry below, but we are in the same place. It's not the same for us. Because our eyes are different. Do you have an entry too? No, I don't have an entry. If I'm teaching, I don't have an entry. But I have an entry below, but it's like it's been cut. My entry is here. Here is one layer. There is also TL divergent, but it didn't reach. H1 is there, but this one is beautiful. I didn't notice earlier. This is right. For those who sell, do you see TL? Where do you sell? Where do you sell? Where do you see TL? Where do you see TL? If you sell the one above. I said earlier, it's there. Type 7. Where do you see it? I didn't look for it. I just said, let me look for it. Because I don't like to look far. I like to look close. Wait here. "15. Wait. Maybe my entry is like this. I saw it here. So I got my entry. At this divergent. How much is that? M15. I got my entry here. Like deja vu, I got it earlier. But the entry is the same. It's the same. Okay. Okay, okay. 12.5. Okay. Okay. Let me put my homework. Homework. I'll check it later. Homework. Number 1 notes. Okay, number 2. This homework is easy. Okay. Who uses PC? Who uses iPad? Or phone? It doesn't matter. Okay. Make a video. Okay, the video. In the video, explain from learning. SNR. Trendline and multi-time flow. Just look for it. Do the backtest. Backtest, just look for the setup. That has SNR, trendline, and use multi-time flow. Okay, so the conditions must be precise. Then it must have. Back out pullback. Entry, then must have. Trend line. Okay, then pull. The trend line for the entry. So just explain. So whoever wants to do it, send it to me. Okay, let's screenshot. Okay, screenshot. Are you ready? Not yet. Okay. Not yet. Okay, let me know. Ready. Okay, ready. Done. Okay, done. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. 1, 2, 3. Ready. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ready. Okay. Not yet. Not yet. Done. Not yet. Done. Done. Okay. Done. Ready. Ready. Okay. Ready. Okay. Ready. Okay, next. Ready. Not yet. Done. Okay. Done. Okay, let's go. Next. Ready. Done. Okay, done. Done. Okay, next. Done. Okay, next. Done. Okay, next. Done. Done. Okay, next. Done. Okay, next. Done. Okay, next. Done. Okay, everything is done. Okay. I'm sleepy. Wait, I want to stop sharing. Stop recording. Okay. Stop.